40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Good first series. That pass rush coming.
How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And the danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
From just shy of midfield, Lance.
Great tackle.
It's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I'm not sure that it was necessarily a safety valve check down and throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Niners at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing his lance on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
Hold it.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact. And
great throw.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
That was a great throw, because that was just a good quarterback throw.
That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He just got accurate, man.
4 yards there and another first down. To the air again, Herbert. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he goes down, but not before
I don't know if he free-formed that or what he did.
27 yards there, a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down, Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Herbert on 3rd down now. To the goal line, but it's...
Boy, I got bailed out.
That was certainly an aggressive...
That was a touchdown. And I had a feeling the corner route was coming.
Took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
He's probably finna challenge it.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Wow, they gave it to him. Wow. Wow, they gave it to him.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
It helps when you got a type-flight quarterback, man. Because they can make other people better just by their passing.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
So I got +3 kick power.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away.
You got to pick the spot.
A touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He hits Dobbs on the crosser, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Herbert. Got Dobbs over the middle. They'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside
that damn
the
accuracy
20.
is the truth,
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
And plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler.
Great run. I just need more help out there. It's tough.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Herbert off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Take it in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Ultra. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Nothing I could do, man. They just fucking sat on him.
It's his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Nope.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers.
Weapons.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First down, here's Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
I'm surprised we stopped him. This motherfucker keep going back to that.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, it's Herbert. Completes it again to Dobbs. And
Slinging that bitch. There ain't nothing we can do.
The 20. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the defense
going to run some type of corner route, and I don't have.
So as they take it over, we step aside.
This joker keep coming back to this.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
No, I'm not letting you go 5 wide. I'm all out blitzing your ass every time. I'm not letting you get that shit off.
How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Hopkins kick.
All right, we got 2 timeouts, 24 seconds left.
Way up to 10, 24-14.
He gonna all out blitz. We can get a big catch downfield with Kittle. We just got to pick the right situation, but we just need a field goal.
That doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited.
Oh my God, I might have put somebody with more speed back there.
Return as he'll be stopped
He be
just shy
having
of the
it.
30-yard line.
He be having it. He be having it.
The San Francisco
He definitely zoned out.
ready to start their next drive. And with
He
time
definitely
quickly
zoned out.
fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if it decides
What was that? What was that? That was man-to-man? Okay. So we got to have somebody go deep. So
they're trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it.
oh my God, this dude getting to click on and just have everybody in the secondary. That shit there is damn near toxic.
I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
What I want. Yeah, that's what I want.
Here's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here. And
to have him be able to just click on the Derwin James.
To Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
The issue that I have.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3.
I don't have enough right now.
Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Here's Hopkins.
They loaded
to kick it away.
And then when you play against somebody who's all-out man blitzing.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Yeah, when you're playing against somebody that's all-out man blitzing, that mess up the whole everything because you like
49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Hate this.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I got to get his ass out of there.
Rolling on the ground in the first half, and
I got to get his ass out of there.
Third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding.
I got to get his ass out of the box.
Reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I got to get him out of the box because he's just loading the box and just all out running. I got to get him out of that because if I don't, it's gonna be we're gonna lose.
Nothing on that last run.
We got to get him out of the box.
2nd and 10. But once again, it's Mitchell.
Got to get him out of the box. Got to get him out of the box.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Lance now on first down.
Just eat it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Bro, I tried to just. Oh my God, are you fucking serious?
Have the juice. The 30, 20, 10, and it's a terrific return here.
Nothing I can do, man. I tried to eat it because he just sitting in the middle field zooming around and shit.
So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Pick that off.
Batted away and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone.
I switched to man at the last second because I thought he was going to run like a bubble.
Through the air and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the
I just don't. I can slow him down on offense.
Only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force
but we restricted on offense. Because he has all those players,
they take the field goal. That's definitely not
it's hard to do anything.
Returns this to the 22.
It's hard to do anything because he's just all out blitzing and just pinning their ears back. We got to find a way to get him out of that.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
On play action, Lance, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
It's like instant fumbles every fucking time, man. I can't do anything right now.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could
I can't do anything right now because he's just all out blitzing.
The opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up.
Bro.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down.
If I could have got him to come back, that would have been nice because he bailed to go to the other one.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
If I could have got him, if I could have got him to come back to it, that was the perfect throw.
Take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 36, Herbert escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
Got his ass. I was ready for you because I knew you was going to do that again. I knew you was going to do that again. I knew you were going to come out in 5 wide and shift, so I had the cover 6 ready.
Out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
We got to do something about this all-out blitzing, man.
On the counter, Mitchell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We got to do something about this all-out blitzing, man. We got to, man.
I think this
We got to do something about this. This shit is toxic.
Is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off,
They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. This caught outside by the tight end Parham. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's McLeod on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of... Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line.
Somebody traded this dude, Kenny Clark, man.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
I don't know. I think he gave up Keenan Allen.
And it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This will be caught at about the 6.
I knew you was going to quick snap to that.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
I figured it was going to be like this, honestly. Because I'm like, then on top of that, y'all done gave this dude Kenny Clark with inside stuff.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw here, Herbert. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Fred Warner. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop, but make it very difficult for them to get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Being chased out left.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Because he can just jump there and then go back to the middle. I don't like that. Let's do this. Let's do this.
And avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now you gotta decide, because I'm finna put it in their pocket.
And Lance now to throw.
I just don't have the accuracy, but I needed it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Lance. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
See, he has all these for this season, maybe next, but with all 3 of them, you're not going to be able to afford them.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2.
I got to ISO. What can help me is I got to find a way to ISO Kittle one-on-one by himself.
McLeod to return it. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
If I can find a way to ISO Kittle by himself.
Offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news.
Because he got these dudes rocking right now.
And they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This possession,
I just got to find a way to ISO.
Focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Gotta get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Because he's blitzing again.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Like we in a bind.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Because I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to send him deep.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Wow.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
He got directly underneath me.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
I didn't even have a chance to come back to it.
Here at their own 40-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is.
Nothing I can do, man. He got a lot of players that's studs. They probably got the most. I'm just in a spot, man. It just ain't been a good season right now.
24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The jet sweep, Dobbs. Give him 5 on the
Just not a good spot right now.
Down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was
Wow.
touchdown,
Nothing we can do. And he slid him this time.
30 yards. And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game.
They should win. They got a lot of people. I don't have enough.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
You gotta do with inside stuff and 2. Man, look at this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of
You got 5 people with abilities just on defense alone.
Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back.
Wow, really?
Boy, so another
he got 5 people.
It feels like he's starting to unravel.
5 people on defense that got abilities. 5. Then he has. Yeah. Ain't no way. He got 8 people on his team that got abilities. You finna have to give something up. Limited 7.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30.
They put me on the wrong person. They should have put me on the person underneath. What did they do?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Fucking overkill, man.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
The Lance going to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Running on 1st down, Eckler.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Eckler now between the tackles. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And they take a knee.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players